passport that we are issuing, the machine readable and the biometric. The biometric was 3,000. You know that according to the contract, the arrangement, because we contracted, is a PPP project, we should have increased the price since 2023. Some of these things you are raising, that's what we are trying to look. Government was losing money. But now that it's 2025, we must increase. So if you look at the passport, 5,000, we have the cheapest in this continent. And also our biometric passport is rated the best, among the best 7 in the whole Africa. Maybe Gambians, we don't know what we have. But if you travel outside the Gambia, you will realize that you will come to appreciate what we are giving you and the security also that are in this country. So please, I will encourage people to understand the situation. Yes, you may not have the 5,000. Even if you come to me, I'll be able to give you the 5,000 to do your passport. Before the Director of Immigration also, there is no issue of ID card or driving license. Currently, we have 0 in the row as far as printing is concerned. Even yesterday, because people used to call me to say, Minister, there is no ID card. These people are not printing. They send me pictures. We have printed all the ID cards that are in the queue. They are there. Governments are not to use of getting, they pay, they will never because they have a receipt. They use the receipt. Even if you go up to today, if you go to the Gambia Police Force, the IGP is here, we have driver licenses that were printed almost 3-4 years. They are still there. You see, uncollected, he just showed me. All these ID cards and driving licenses are printed and they are there, uncollected. And I give you instruction to the DG last week so that they can get a press release. That's why we want to go online, whereby when your ID card is ready or your document is ready, you'll be texted to say, come and pick it. Thank you.
Wow. Wai iya kumo nyinen kane maninka kangola laftam faranga foye ni maninka kongo. Ila kumo nyata bake menkete ID card la kuwati. Bari hello min sorata no say masingol nata Mansa Kunda e kodo di katsul nata mini bebeji minister kamin fata nga konti 10,000 cards wala be larin kane fin minimum collect. Bringa brief ayala DPS bula watata ji wala mni record because mosa kumo foy nyawnya bari finance la jubero ke fay so malo non ko watata but biri yatara mpara QTV call alu sise pour ngata ya video ya tandi mo la ko katsul bijele bari dol nin risto be bulu mbe sama la kono malo munati na wo katsul bije hani bi bari tol nin tara non portal le soto coming na pareta ay click ila mobile auto wolbe mu nyato silati wolbe se keno bar niatara ko fana ay batandino ntol se min fono momo abe bolo ila risito yena immigration isana na PRO ya wala nga kalamuta nse loyne mari la kola birite o fo mo ko tem bantala abaraka.
Yeah.
Okay.
10 years regarding the
for the
5 and 10 years. Thank you.
Yes, 5 and 10 years. Okay. For the question raised on the lifespan of a passport, 5 to 10 years, for the UTG student, this is a very good question. It's a policy matter, and I would also want to take it in as an observation because it's the first time we had somebody raising this to us in such a gathering. We would like to take inputs such as this question, and we will admit to work on it with our ministry. Thank you very much.
Thank you. There was something on fire service. Bara?
No, immigration, 10 years, you said?
Yes, answer. It's fire service.
5 years old.
The 10 year, he just responded to that. Yeah, he answered yes. Yes. driving license.
What was the question?
Fire service in Bara.
Thank you very much. Hello. Okay, thank you very much. But I think the answers provided by the Honorable Minister and DG Immigration as relates to the delay on the production of this document. I have a feeling that I don't need to say anything because the question has already been taken care of, unless if you have an additional one. Thank you.
They are here.
Somebody asked about the Bara side, Bara fire service.
Thank you.
Good evening.
Or fire service. Let me answer that question, because I think it's also policy.
Yeah. Really, we are in the hands of the Honorable Minister.
Yes, sir.
You want to answer it? Okay, thank you very much. The lady from Bara, right? You know, if you look at my presentation, I emphasize on infrastructure, because we have realized since colonial time independent, if you look at where we work, all of them are not up to standard. That's why, in fact, with the police, we came with the new model police stations. That's why we're doing it over the country. And then we have separated them, categorized them into class A, class B, class C. And then now, currently, we are building class A's. And then we have realized also, in the Gambia, every corner there is a police station. If you look at 1 mile radius, you have almost 5, 6 stations. You don't have those kind of things anywhere in the world. Like, for example, in Kunda, you have a police station in Kunda, you have a police station in Bakote, you have in Marsengelo, behind you have the Latri Kundas, the Westfield. Behind the Marsa, you have almost 10 police stations and posts. So logistics become a problem. Personnel also becomes a problem. If all those ones were concentrated at Serekunda, you will have more personnel in Serekunda, more than 200 personnel in Serekunda. In every shift, you will have at least more than 60 personnel. You have 32 vehicles, they can do the patrols. But every community wants a police station at your ward. That's one of the problems. And then we are not building police stations. No, now we are working with partners to make sure we try to improve our infrastructure. Fire service is one of our institutions that, in fact, they are here. My whole concentration now is with the fire service. We are trying to improve their status. We are working on the fire tenders. I think this year only we got about 6, and we are expecting order 2 or 3 in October. And we are also, government is planning to buy another 4 fire tenders, brand new one also before the end of the year. We are also trying to look how best we can also work on their infrastructure like we are doing with the police. We are talking to partners, and most of the time, partners don't want to invest on infrastructure. That's always the case. Like the way I was able to even get the UN to start the new model police station, because people will complain. You go to police station, the cells are not good, and people complain. And I said, look, this is what we have. So we can only put our detainees in what we have. So if you want us to put them in a better place, you need to build us model police stations that are fit for purpose. Now, thank God, we have solved the problem with the police, and we are also working with the other security sector. And one important thing also we forgot to mention for the DILIC. This is the first time we are building a rehab center for drug users, because we don't just want to punish them, because we have realized that punishing is not an issue, it's not the issue. So how do we give them a rehab opportunity? So I think by the mid of next year, we'll finish with the rehab center. That's not a detention center. If you are a drug addict, that's where we take you to see how we can rehabilitate you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Honorable Minister. This floor is still open.
Yes,
The floor is still open for questions.
Thank you.
I also forgot, there's something we are building in Bar. And then
Mike, Honorable Minister. Thank you.
Hello?
It's not working.
In fact, Bara, he will expand on it. We are building a fire station at the sea rescue station in Bara. It will be one of the best, the first time in Africa. I think the construction will start very soon.
Thank you. Good evening. I am Kemesan Sane, commonly known as Kex for Foroya newspaper, court reporter on Kex News. My question will be direct to the Minister of Interior in regarding about the lancing. If you look at the Prison Act, there is a provision that's provided for lancings to be issued to people that are detained in Mile 2 based on their behavior in the prison. We have received several complaints from the prisoners that they are due for lancing, but this has not been issued by your ministry or you as a minister, and you are the one who should sign these lancings for them to be granted to leave the prison and go back to the society. What is delaying the minister? And also in terms of the congestion in Mile 2, we receive complaint from prisoners that 72 or 80 people are sharing one cell, to the extent that some are even sleeping near to the toilet. What is your ministry doing to decongest the prison cells?
We have another question.
Good evening. Me Mobe Kondonende Tomu Musa Turenti from University of the Gambia. Na question is directed to the Director General of so after me the issue of ekafame less pass, because mol bijele meli alon ko ekata, like they travel up country na mol sort of meli alon ko ekaboje ekata regularly, so dol biye ibuka national ID card sol soro or national document sol soro, so ni bitaka along the way immigration official ke londi after ke nginin kayla ID card on, so ni ma ID card o bondi ka foye ko nyanda ka less pass o start, so less pass o ni lafta ka long fodum ni bawotala inanda ka joro ke bang andu ni be joro fanan kala jollam andu na tarnum fanan joro manya nakake yo mbafola director general ko namol bijele mel yalon ko ni bitaka e ka joro kele e ka foy ko l'espace ni nanda ka jole, so in a nutshell I would like the director general to shed some light on this issue of less pass. Thank you. Yes.
Okay. Good evening. My name is Ansumano Koli, a student from the University of the Gambia. And my question is regard to the digital identification. You made mention of the digital identification to align with digital world as far as identification is concerned. So my question is, what mechanisms are in place and the time frame will this unique state-of-the-art digital transformation going to start? Thank you. That is my question.
Honorable Minister and team.
Oh, thank you very much. I think I will first answer the question that was asked by Kex, right? Kex, you call lancing. That's the prerogative of the minister. It's just a privilege. It's not a right. As is law, the minister, if he so wishes, will grant, and if he so wishes, he will not grant. So it's not a right for anybody. We are just doing it to decongest the prison, and sometimes some people will come mistakenly. They will offend the law. So we'll try to sympathize, and then if they are of good behavior, we give them the license. But it's not a right. So the complaint, anybody who's complaining about this license, he doesn't have a ground to complain because it's not a right. And in fact, every license that comes to me, I approve. So if people are complaining, and then I just don't approve license like that, I need to know and they need to convince me why I am giving them license. These are people who committed crime. So now we have even implemented some checks and balances to see, okay, why are you sending us names for the license? Who are those individuals? So you have to go now through a very rigorous process before I sign those licenses. It is not as business as usual. people offended or committed crime, they need to be punished. And if we need to let them go, we will do so. What was the next question? Conjunction. Yeah, that's a fact. And we are trying to work in. That's why we are even coming now with the new correctional center. Inshallah, if everything goes as planned, we will do the foundation stone maybe in the next 2-3 months. I think we are doing the correctional center at Birkama Nyambikala, Kembuje. Government has already allocated the land for us, so next week I think we'll be there with the construction company, and then we'll start constructing it. All right, because we are moving from the prison system now to a correctional system. And ours is completely different with what is existing in the rest of the world, because ours has a production site that will not only benefit the prisoners or the inmates, but also youth for employment. Because we have seen the gaps, we have done the studies for almost 3 years. Now we are ready to get this thing done. Thank you. The prison officer want to add.
No, I don't need a mic.
Television, you need a mic. You need a mic,
huh? Good evening, Honorable Minister, or the ministers present here. I am glad Manding Kolko Safuno Buka Fangu, when I left to no question answer. There is no law but national, when I say national Gambia, regional, when I say regional Senegal, Guinea-Bissau, Sierra Leone, Nigeria, when I say international, but America, China, Russia, London, who said lancing is a privilege, as he said, it's not a right. And how do prisoners get eligibility for lancings? It's based on what we call, adjustment history. When I say adjustment history, their behavioral pattern, being it within themselves, within prisoners themselves, being it towards fellow officers. Then we recommend, based on that behavior pattern, to the minister to be given. In America, we call it parole and probation. We call it lancing, but America, we call it parole and probation. They, in fact, the Minister of Justice, the Minister Interior, is doing them a good favor. What he's supposed to do, not only to lancing, go free.
Honorable Minister.
One more question, huh? Laissez-passer.
Yes, gentlemen, thank you very much for your question. But I'm so happy that you've asked this question. Laissez-passer is a French term. Visitor's pass. No Gambian requires a visitor's pass within the territory of the Gambia. But I'm telling you, it may not be the case when you leave the source of the Gambia. I just want to reiterate, there is no payment on laissez-passer. But a Gambian national need not to pay for any laissez-passer on movement. I advise you to go with your ID card if you are an adult, or a supporting document that identifies you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. You still insisting on your question?
Okay, when? Sorry. You are right. Yes, we are currently working very, very serious with it. We are working with the partners. We are negotiating for the contract. Maybe before the end of the year, we will be signing the contract. I think next week we are having the contract negotiation, which I am leading.
Honorable Minister, you have something to add on. Thank you.
When I was coming, I thought that will be the hottest questions about the issuance of ID card overseas, outside the boundary of the country, because it's an issue. People are complaining, people are talking about it, right? And in fact, I think there is a planned demonstration on the issue of ID card outside, and I don't know the reason why are complaining. People are saying it is against the law. I think we had We had a discussion with even the planned demonstrators and brought them because they said illegal based on law XYZ. We showed them the law. The law is silent about it. And you need to understand the state has a duty to all its citizens wherever you are. Are we not issuing passport outside this country? Passport is a national document. ID card is a national document. If we think Gambians are somewhere and they need documentation and they can't reach the Gambia, it's our obligation to make sure if we can and go there and then issue those documents. In fact, they will go through the right procedures. Enrollment. When we are satisfied that they are Gambians, documents will be sent to the Gambia and we verify and vet. Approval given and printed and sent. If you are a Gambian, if you are an American citizen today, you lost your passport here, you go to American embassy and they will do the needful. And they will send the document to America. And then they will print your passport and send it. So what is the problem? They cannot go any single law. But in fact, people will just link things to politics. It doesn't make sense. Can you bring a plane full of people to come and register? You give them ID card, they come and register to get the voter's card. You don't need an ID card for a voter's card. You need a birth certificate to have a voter's card. You need the attestation of an alcalde to get the voter's card. So why do you have to pay money to get something that you can have free? So we can issue ID card or passport or any government document wherever Gambians are.
Thank you. Thank you, Honorable Minister of Interior, for that clarification. This is expansion and improvement. Thank you.
In fact, what they are trying to remind me is, in fact, when we went to Togo and Congo, we have 10 rejections, 10 applications that were rejected. And then 3 or 4 were sent to Banjul for the verification. So you don't just give people ID card like that. So this is a national document, and we know the importance of this document.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Honorable Minister. On behalf of the Honorable Minister of Information, I wish to